so ruby, and I really experiencing like a serious artist block right now, but gotta do it. Gotta finish what I started. Okay, I think this is fine. Let me just get this going. Okay, so the color that we're working on is ruby. So I want to get the right colors. It don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. Okay. So, little known tip about the way I draw is that I am severely color deficient. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to pick out colors sometimes, which is kind of sucks, but it makes it like hella difficult for me to actually fucking draw things like with colored pencils and shit, because I used to get so fucking frustrated because I'd be trying to draw something and I'd have the image in my head, and I know I'm not the only one that thinks like about this shit, but like when I draw like on paper or even like in general, I have the image of the way I want it to look in my head, right? And like if I have the image of the way I want it to look in my head, like let's just say, for example, I wanted to draw a fuchsia colored fairy, and I'm drawing those fuchsia colored fairies or whatever, and for some reason when I'm trying to pick out the best color that I can see color pencil wise, I choose like the wrong color every fucking time. Every time. Every single goddamn time. I try to pick a color, like a color pencil, or like just like drawing in general. Like drawing in general, I can't, like, for some reason, fuck, those look like shit. I can't pick out the right color. And it's so fucking irritating when I can't pick out the right color of what I'm trying to achieve. And that was like my biggest struggle when I first started trying to draw, was that I could never get like the right colors of what I wanted, which is like super irritating. But it is what it is. That's how digital drawing helps me, and that's why I prefer it, because otherwise I'm gonna be getting the wrong colors every single fucking time. God, today's not an eyebrow day today. What is that? What is that? That's not an eyebrow hair. That's like probably the size of my goddamn patience as we speak. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just redo that. Okay. Okay.
One eternity later.
Help.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. It's hard to all I know.
Okay, so after we have like this part done, so this part would be like the eyeball color, right? So like not the iris, but like the actual like what would be the white of your eye. Yeah, like your eyeball. So after you're done with that part, make sure you have like a decent gradient going on. I mean, either way, you're gonna have a shadow like right here, but you want to make sure that you have a nice little gradient there. You can tweak with it, which is why you want it on a separate layer. You don't want to have it on the same layer, because if you have it on the same layer, I swear to God, I'm having an aneurysm. You don't want it on the same layer, because if you have it on the same layer and like, for example, you're drawing and you want to make this part a little whiter, or maybe you want to look this part a little bit redder, or whatever colors you're using for the eyeball, and it's all like under the iris, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Honestly, it's going to make your life a lot more complicated. So honestly, when you're doing this part, keep everything separate until you're ready to merge everything together. See, we're going to do this part right here, which is the actual iris color. So I know it looks really small right now, but I'm going to make it bigger when I'm done, because obviously I'm unable to fucking make big eyebrows today. So the reason that I use like a pinkish eyeball is because the eye is already supposed to, the eye color, the iris is already supposed to be like reddish anyways. So I don't want to make the same mistake of doing more of a reddish background when the eye itself is going to be red. I'm going to tweak it a little bit after this too anyways. So, and I don't want it to look like my other red eyes, because if I do, that's what I'm trying to avoid, to be honest. Like, I don't want to make everything look the same, you know, because I do have a lot of red eyes in my tingy, in my portfolio. So I want to make sure that it's not looking too much like the red eyes that I've done before. Even though that's really hard, but you know how women have like a billion different shades of red? Yeah. So essentially, I'm trying to have a billion shades of red eyes. But in order to do that, I'm going to make sure that they don't all fucking look the same. Excuse the language. Okay, almost. So this is more like the shadow of the eye, or like the eyelid that the eyelid is casting, because we're not trying to make this pair of eyes look like she's had like 30,000 cups of coffee and is just like staring at you like a crackhead. Okay, so put it in bottles and pass it around. I think that looks kind of jewelry, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna fuck with that anymore. I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna go back to my eyeshadow layer, and this is where I'm gonna create more of the shadow on, it's a little bit too big, calm down, Nadia. Kind of more of the shadow on that the eyelid itself is casting on the eyeball. The reason that I don't do this on the iris layer is because I want more of that freedom to like blend. I think that makes a little bit sense. I don't know. I feel, I don't know if that makes sense, but I want more freedom to blend and not have to like be in the situation where I overblend on the colors that I've already set on my iris, because right now I'm actually really happy with the way the iris color came out, because it kind of looks like Julie and Misty, and she kind of low-key looks like a zombie, but you know what, it's fine. Leave her alone, she's okay. Okay, let me go here. And because I'm on the Jewel series, I want to stay consistent. I've been making kind of like, oh shit, kind of like diamond, or like, what is that? What shape is that? God. Well, apparently I can't do colors and I don't know how to use words, but I don't know what the actual heckin' shape is called, but kind of like that cat eye shape, but a little bit more like diamond-ish. I don't know. That's kind of where I was going. If that's correct or not, I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm starting to think that I might want to do iris separate. Yeah. You know what? Let me just, because I'm going to create a separate layer for the iris, or the pupil, sorry. Wow, another JB song. God, it's because I was talking shit about him today. I like Justin Bieber. High key. I do. Well, I used to like his music. His Yummy song is like, sometimes it gets stuck in my head, kind of like that You're Welcome song by Maui and Moana. Kind of. What can I say except you're welcome? Yeah. It haunts me sometimes. Okay. Life's nice. Okay, so that's a little bit diamond shaped. I've made my other eyes in this series. Some of them are a little bit more diamondy than others. I promise it has nothing to do with the intensity of the eyes. Like, I'm not trying to say that 1 month of eyes is more intense than the other or anything like that. Yeah. They come out different every time. And I try to keep it the same, but, you know, can't do it, guys. I'm not a magician. Just draw eyes that are okay, you know? Okay, oh, hi, Mom. I'm drawing right now. I'm drawing right now. Give me like, I don't know, like 45 minutes? Like an hour? 45 minutes. Yeah, 45. Okay. Okay, let's see. Something a little bit more intense red. Yeah. Thanks, Mommy. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite brushes. Like in general, I haven't used it in a long time because I felt like it kind of created overkill. But I really like the glow effect. I mean, I know that Pebbles, are you throwing up? Okay, Pebbles is fine. It's not like she was throwing up. I like it because it's just so pretty. I mean, I know that the glow, like that glow effect, can be created by, oh, I don't want that one, by, you know, not art organically, you know, with different techniques like using the lights and the darks, but honestly saves me a lot of time, and I like the texture that it adds. I think that the texture that it adds is fucking gnarly. What can I say? Okay, let's see. I already went. Kind of like that flame going. Okay, I'm gonna use the hair tool. Okay, me likey. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some, what's it called? Kind of, what is it called? Kind of like, you know, make the eye look wet, because these eyes ain't dry. Okay, switch to a little bit more of a white color. Gloss right here, because obviously the eyeline's got to be juicy too. I'm gonna add a little bit like right here, maybe. Because we want that eye to be juicy, low-key. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, like, kind of tweaking with the color. So I don't want to go necessarily all white with this one, but going back to the eyeball color, I kind of want to whiten it up a little bit, because, like I said, I don't want it to look too red, because the eye color itself is already red, or like a reddish color, because apparently, January is, the stone for January is garnet, whatever, and it just honestly looks like a fucking ruby to me, except darker red. So I don't know. All I know is that I'm not trying to make it look like that one. Like, I want it to look reddish, like rubyish, but I don't want it to be like general, too intense. But I am going to add a little saucy here. I want just a little one. A little glow spot. Okay. Okay, so here, let's start on lashes. So, I've had some people tell me that they have trouble drawing lashes. I feel like most people... Oh, shit. What is that? Can anyone tell me what that is? It's a disgrace is what it is. Fuck. What? As I go into my speech about eyelashes. So, obviously, I can't fucking eyelash today. Hold on. People say that they have trouble with eyelashes all the time, and I honestly think it's just the movement of your brush. Sometimes I be having trouble, like today, but honestly, it's just kind of like that flick and swish, swish and flick, Wingardium Leviosa. Yeah, so it's kind of like a Wingardium Leviosa. It's kind of just like you want to get that motion. Oh, fuck. of the lashes. And for me, I usually do super dramatic lashes. That's just kind of the way I really like to draw my lashes. Because, hey, you know what? We live the real world every day. I want to have some mystifying elements into my life, and I don't want to remind everybody that most of us aren't gifted with freakishly long fucking lashes. I mean, they can only get so thick. I mean, some of us are really gifted. Others are kind of like, meh. Like me, I'm kind of like, meh. But I want to remind everybody that you can still be a bad bitch with fake lashes. Look like this lady's eyes. Okay. Being a little bit. Can breathe, baby. So you can breathe, baby. Yeah. So you kind of just place some. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how accurate my lash placing is, but I honestly just go with whatever looks good for the eye that I'm drawing. I mean, I do makeup on myself, and I know how I want, like if I'm placing individual lashes on myself, I kind of know where I want my look to go when I'm placing individual lashes on my eyes. So I feel like I kind of take that a little bit into how I do or how I draw my lashes. So, that's kind of how I work with eyelash placement. Like I said, like I'm positive ain't nobody having lashes this long out here, you know? But okay. I feel like I'm testing my computer's power right now. Okay. I just burped. Jesus Christ. Okay, so once you feel like your lashes are like solid, they're just like, damn, boo, you pop in. Then you go over and you're gonna start doing like a highlight on the lashes. So I like to do this because I feel like it adds like pebbles. What are you doing? My dog is like howling under the blanket. So my pooch did indeed need to go poop. Okay, so back to the highlight portion. So right now, this is like a really like light-handed part. So this is where you can utilize that sensitivity pad, and you want to be careful because you see here, like in this section. So here you want to avoid that. Okay, so go back because you don't want that highlight to peek out, which is why, am I on the wrong layer? I am on the wrong layer. So you want to make sure you're on the outline of the eye layer. So you're going to kind of sweep and give more depth to the darker places. Okay. Even the parts that don't have lashes, because why the fuck not? That's more wetness. You want that drip. Okay. Wish, that must be nice. Okay, so here especially on the bottom lashes, you're going to kind of create and draw some lashes that you didn't originally go in with the black. I do this only because I feel like it's like a neat addition. I mean, others might not think so, but I love it, so why the fuck not? Okay. So once you feel like you're just like, okay, she flossing, she popping, go to your layers. You can merge them all from here. And the reason that I'm merging them right now is because they're too fucking small. So make them bigger. Too saucy, too saucy. It's my phenotype. Okay. Yeah, looks good. I've got my seal of approval. Now I gotta make it official. Okay. Let's do a bright red. For Ruby. Okay, so that's pretty much it. All I gotta do is add the wording. And that's how I draw eyes. Part 2. That's pretty much it, guys. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what your birthstone is, because I'm like super interested in that shit. I think it's so cool. So feel free to drop your birthstone. All of my prints for the Zodiac series that I did on my Instagram is officially up on my Society 6 page. I'll pop the link below so you can check them out. All my prints are on sale right now, so feel free to take advantage of that. Get a small print, get a mini print. The canvases are more expensive, but they are still on sale. So if you're a canvas person and not a print person, by all means, that's on you, boo-boo. But other than that, please let me know what you think down in the comments below.
In a natural mood, and I'm a natural